Hey lovely sexy hobby people, welcome to today's video, which is going to be Dungeons and Dragons issue 69. We get some orangey coloured dice with this, so come and join me on my desk and we'll have a look through. Hey lovelies, right, issue 69, we get some translucent dice in that pukey orange colour again. New exclusive adventure, Artists for Armour, Armour Specialists, Homebrew Magic Items, Expect No Mercy, A Guide to Demons. Building a Dungeon, Part 6. So we've got a D100 rolling chart there for General Dungeon Chambers. Top DM tip, don't forget to describe the passages, doors, stairways that connect the chambers in your dungeon. The size, what size are those corridors? How many levels does the dungeon have? And are they connected by ramps, ladders or lifts? And are there traditional wooden doors, heavy stone doors, portcullises or even secret doors? So you get General Dungeon Chambers and then current chamber state. So you get D100 for different things, and then you get a chamber state on a D20. So rubble ceiling partially collapsed, holes, floor partially collapsed, ashes, contents mostly burned, used as a campsite, pool of water, chambers original contents water damaged, furniture wrecked but still present, converted to some other use. Roll on the General Dungeon Chambers table above, stripped bare, pristine and in original state. And some of the different chambers are antechamber, barracks, bath or latrine, bedroom, bestiary, cistern, divination room, laboratory, kitchen, meditation chamber, strong room or vault, throne room, torture chamber, training or exercise room. Cool. Roll dice to determine what chambers lie inside your danger-filled dungeon, as well as the noises and odours that permeate each room. We've already explored many core ingredients of dungeon, its type, lore, creator, history, denizens, and obstacles and hazards. Next, you need to think about the rooms or chambers that lay within your dungeon. The amount of rooms will, of course, vary depending on the size of your dungeon and length of the adventure. So there you go. Somebody's currently running an adventure for a 100 level dungeon that everybody has to fight through. I'm not somebody that loves like an excessive amount of combat. You know, but each to their own. And then we have a D100 rolling chart here for different noises, air and odours. So noises, buzzing, chirping, footsteps approaching, murmuring, music, tapping, squealing, shuffling. Air, clear and damp, clear and drafty, clear but cold, foggy or misty and cold, clear with smoke covering ceiling, clear and windy. Odours, acrid, chlorine, dank or mouldy, manure, putrid, rotting vegetation, stale, sulphurous, urine. Nice. Building a Dungeon Part 7. Is your dungeon chamber riddled by cracks, blood and dung? Or are there skulls or stuffed animals lying around? And could there be a lunatic's ravings inside that drawer? Roll on dungeon dressing tables to find out. So general dungeon chambers. So for items, this is another D100. You've got like a broken arrow, corroded chain, cracks in the wall, guano, javelin head blunt, sticks, water, large puddle, wax blob, candle stub. And then general furnishings and appointments, like an altar, arras or curtain, barrel, bunks, butt, huge cask, 125 gallons, chair plain, chair padded, couch, crate, cresset, firkin, small cask, 10 gallons, grindstone, rushes, pedestal, loom, staff normal, sofa, stool normal, round table, throne trunk, all sorts of different things in there. And then books, scrolls and tomes for another one here. So account records, almanac, bestiary, forged documents, lunatics' ravings, magic tricks, not a spell book, magic scroll, map or atlas, recipe or cookbook, record of criminal trial, royal proclamation, sheet music, travel log for an exotic land, utensils and personal items. Again, D100, you got an awl. It's a small pointy tool. It's basically a sharp tool that you use for punching through stiff fabrics like leather and so on. Bandages, box, candle snuffer, decanter, ear spoon, flagon, mug or tankard, horn drinking, knuckle bones or dice, plate, platter or saucer, vase, trivet or tripod, tinderbox with flint or steel, spigot. Yeah, it just gives you, and then container contents like ash bark, bodily organs, cinders, gelatine, grains, liquid thin, liquid viscous, lumps unidentifiable, pallets, semi-liquid suspension, stalks, and so on. Then we come on to homebrewing magic items. Create unique magic items to reward your players with something more personal. And again, my only thing is if you are rewarding people with magic items and you're the DM. If you're not, if you are just picking an item from the internet, then please have the data sheet handy, because if you decide that there are certain things with the magic item that you're giving away that you don't want your players to have, you need to supply the data sheet. My last DM had a nasty habit of saying, yeah, look this up, you can have it. And then when we looked it up and found out it did this, she would then turn around and say, no, you can't have that. So yeah, just if you're going to homebrew magic items, please either allow us, either write out the full data sheet, rather than just turn around and say, oh, it's this. So if you look up this, you can use that data sheet, and then nerfing it. Or if you're going to sort of like throw something at us that you found online and tell us to look it up, then just let us have what it says. Because if you don't want us to have what it says, then yeah, definitely tweak it yourself and give us the data sheet that you've made. Power level, maximum spell level. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, so just creating a new item, limit sharing, limit stacking, power level, and so on and so forth. So rarity, common, max spell level 1, uncommon, max spell level 3, but it gives you a +1 max bonus. Rare is level 5, spell level 5, +2 max bonus. Very rare, spell level 8, +2 max bonus, and legendary or artifact, spell level 9, +3 max bonus. Cleric, Death Domain. Wow. Cool. Think all clerics are good-hearted healers? Then you haven't met the followers of the Death Domain. Necromancers who channel negative energy and worship gods of murder and pain. Just make sure your DM is on board. Whether they belong to the life domain, nature domain, or even war domain, clerics are known for using divine magic to heal injured allies, inspire others, and punish evildoers. But there's an exception to this rule: clerics of the Death Domain. Similar to Oathbreaker paladins, these high priests have chosen a murkier, more twisted path. The followers channel negative energy that can raise the undead. As such, they specialise in necromancy spells and attacks that can obliterate their enemies. So bonus proficiency. When you choose this domain at first level, you gain proficiency with martial weapons. Reaper, Channel Divinity, role-playing a Death Domain Cleric. Players building a Cleric character can choose to follow the Death Domain at the DM's discretion, and as long as it works within a balanced party, DMs can also incorporate Death Domain Clerics as villainous NPCs in adventures. Either way, if you're role-playing a Death Domain Cleric, you should consider what led your character down this path. Were they manipulated by an evil entity, or did they turn to necromancy and negative energy in the misguided hope of resolving some personal tragedy? Death Domain benefits: Cleric, spells, first level, False Life, Ray of Sickness, third, Blindness, Deafness, Ray of Enfeeblement, and fifth, Animate Dead, Vampiric Touch. Cool. Artificer Specialist, Armourer. Suit up, Adventurer. It's time to tread softly and carry a lightning launcher, or put on your armoured stomping boots and knock skulls with your thunder gauntlets. Artificers build magic items from scratch and infuse trinkets and practical items with magic, and use their creations to cast spells. While you'd be right in thinking this class has a knack for making things go boom, many artificers have also learned that a good offense can still be fired off after a great defense. Defensive capabilities. At third level, your metallurgy studies have created armour you can use as a conduit for your magic. Cool. Choose your model. Whenever you finish a short or long rest, you can customise your arcane armour, provided you have smith's tools in hand to make the adjustments. This allows you to change the armour to better suit your upcoming situation. Each model includes a special weapon, and when you attack with that weapon, you can add your intelligence modifier instead of strength or dexterity to the attack and damage rolls. Your options are Guardian, Thunder Gauntlets, Defensive Field, or Infiltrator, Lightning Launcher, Powered Steps, or Dampening Field. And then we have, for our lore section, Demons. Better the devil you know than the demon that will rip you to pieces for a quick laugh. Being able to spot the difference between a devil and a demon might just save your character's life. Devils reside in the 9 hells, and while still innately evil, act according to laws and social order. Polite society. Chaos Incarnate. So we've got Baylor. Mains. A main is created that's right, mains is singular and plural. When a mortal soul is cast into the abyss and denied an afterlife in the upper planes, the lowest form of demonkind, these wretched fiends seek advancement and gladly answer calls to the material plane by demon cults. Of Rock. Vulture-headed and winged, but with dangly arms and legs. cool. Marlith, terrible to behold, with the lower body of a great serpent and the upper torso of a humanoid with 6 arms. Herzu, or Hezru. A Hezru is the physically mighty but weak-minded backbone of demonic horde, often dumped into sacrificing itself for more powerful demons. Its foul stench can sicken even the toughest foes. Mages and necromancers. All adventurers know to beware a necromancer, but you would be wise to treat any hostile mage as a top priority target. Fair enough. The greatest threats that adventurers face are not always the fiercest dragons or strongest giants. Some can appear in the form of apparently fragile figures who have the ability to cast potent, dread-inducing magic, while spell-casting heroes include sorcerers, wizards and warlocks. So, talking about running a mage, the art of spellcraft and infamous mages there. So, our encounter for this issue, the price of victory. The siege of Gauntlgrim is won. The forces of the necromancer Kraesir are vanquished, and a wave of dwarven sentinels and thunderspear skirmishers break through the undead lines. The losses are many and profound, but King Bruenor survives, and with him the wills and hopes of his subjects. Encounter goals. Although victory over the undead was achieved through the combined efforts of the characters, the dwarves of Gauntlgrim and the orcs of Thunderspear clan, Bruenor is still wary to accept a lifetime foe as newfound ally. The characters must diffuse the tensions between the old nemesis once and for all if they ever hope to work together as allies again. Afterwards, the party is interrupted by horrible news. An evil artifact called the Plague Stone was Kraesir's target in the siege. It's been plundered from the vaults of the Iron Tabernacle. The characters must piece together the clues and learn that Netherwinter is his next target. So, talking about long rests for the righteous. Uninvited guests. Charm of heroism, charm of Deathslayer, charm of vitality here. And who speaks in the orc's favour? Cintha Strikeflint, Coldham Hackingstone. Sounds like a couple of characters. 2 dwarves. Convincing the king. So you have success, failure, or outsmarted. Kraesir's parting gift. And it looks like a rock. See page 508. Emerges and immediately attacks the characters. Nice. And then talking about ending the character. So here's your Vrock. Large fiend, demon, chaotic evil. Now, we have these dice, which are orange, translucent orange, if I can get into the bag. I don't much care for the colour. Don't know what you guys think. But that is what they look like. Okay. Eight. 1. Oh. 8. 12. It's not rolling high. 4. 1 again. 10. Yeah, we won't be using this set. 16. 15. 5. Yeah, we won't be using this set. It rolls as bad as it looks. But anywho, that was Dungeons and Dragons issue 69. Hope you enjoyed that, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. All right, take care. Bye bye.